Boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom. The hell? Alright, so we're good there. Let's move this out of the way. Get this card for some focus. Let's do the focus. Hocus pocus focus. That looks pretty good. And we'll do like so. Yep, we're good. Alright guys, we'll wait a minute and then we'll get this thing started. We are on 2022 Bowman University Chrome Football 1 Case Player eBay break number 76B. We have had some really good pulls from this. I do also have a 2-case Bowman's Best break ending tonight that will break tomorrow as well. So go check that out. Guys, we're going to get started. We got, oh, let me turn the camera where you can see that the seal is all the way around. We got a baby seal. Guys, I do got some strong winds here today. Saying that storms may or may not be coming in. So we're going to break this a little different than I normally would. Just because I don't want to be in the middle of a box. And maybe our power, because our lights and stuff flickered a little bit earlier during the last break. So we'll try to do one box at a time instead of like normally I do 2 or 3 boxes at one time. So there we go. I think there's still a bounty card out in play. Hopefully we smash one of them. All this stuff is really good today. We've had pretty good luck out of Bowman Chrome so far. So, thank you guys for getting in as well. I did see some new names in the chat. I mean, in the list. Seen a bunch of old names in it. All cards do ship, guys. Try to get this out to you tomorrow. All the big guys we do top load. Bryce Young's, Caleb Williams. Yes, he said thank you for doing what you do, man. I appreciate y'all bidding on them. Without y'all's bids, I can't go live. Like I said, I do have a 2-case player break for Bowman's Best football ending tonight. I think it breaks tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That product's been super hit or miss. I've been in a few breaks myself of it. The good cases are the good cases. The bad cases are, oof. It's just like, I kind of feel like it's just like everything else, though, to be honest. The goods are goods, the bads are bads. What up, Sean? How you doing today? Jerkovic and Jerkovic, we're currently, yeah, I'm going after the Jerkovic Superfractor is what I'm doing though. Yeah, the Jerkovic and Sons. Have you been in a card break where your team didn't hit? You may be entitled to compensation. Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. We found another guy that we could add to it. I'm trying to think of who the guy's name was. He was in Bowman baseball. Because I was like, this dude right here needs to go with Phil Jerkovic and come up with a law office. They could just have a law firm now. All right, well, right out of the gate, Zach Evans auto. There we go. Found it. Haha, guys, I was not looking for it right there, but we found it. Dylan Gabriel, Purple Shimmer non-numbered. We got an Isaiah Nair refractor. Phil Jerkovic, and Jerkovic. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who it was, man, because I was cracking up when I seen it. You hit his short print auto. Dorian Thompson Robinson refractor. Ramblin' Man McIntosh Israel Abenkunde. That is number 76 of 199. Yeah, I was breaking a 10 caser the other day, and when I hit the card, I was like, oh yeah, this dude right here is with Jerkovic. I want to say he was an auto only guy. Yeah, we was in here clowning on dude the other day. I can't help it. Yeah, new hire. Yeah. Have you went hitless in a case break before? Dontavion Wicks, Lava 80 out of 100. Have I been skunked already? Skunked again. Caleb Williams base, Keely Ringo, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Cade McNamara. We got a Bo Nix Invicta. We have a yellow Dorian Thompson Robinson. That is number 7 of 75. Yellow. Mellow yellow. I don't even know who you got, Shu. Who all do you got? Drop them in the chat. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Tyler Van Dyke. We got a Mason Smith refractor. Jamar Gibbs, another Caleb Williams base. Dorian Thompson Robinson base auto. So 3 autos in this box, guys. Yes. Have you been skunked after the first box in a case break? Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. You may be entitled to some compensation. Yeah. What's his contact info? I want to know. Yeah. Whoever's got Dorian Thompson Robinson cannot call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Yeah. Did the breaker make fun of you while in a live stream while you were going hitless? You may be entitled. Call now. Over 100 million. Yeah. Over 100 million got for our customers. Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Wally, Butte, Mason, Smith, and someone else. He said, and someone else. I like that. You know what? I don't know if I've not currently hit any autos for someone else. We're currently looking for that SP auto of whoever that guy is. He said, I lost all my damn bids, dude. I don't know how this break went so cheap, man. Y'all could have bought 3 of these and still been cheaper than one case. Except for like 4 guys. There were 4 guys that I was like, all right, they ain't getting paid for it. And they did. And I was like, okay. He's the SSP. Yeah, we're supposed to be looking for 2 chrome autographs and hit 3 in the first box. So that was the someone else, Shoe. After you went to bed. What? My auctions ended at like 8:30. John Emery's the other dude. Alright, so I hear the rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop after this little stack and we're going to break these stacks. You would have had Levis. Will Levis went super cheap. Yeah, Will Levis went super cheap. Invicta, Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Yeah, we'll do one side at a time. Walker Howard Lava Auto, that's 96 of 199. CJ Stroud, Spencer Sanders. I want to see some monsters today. Joey Porter Jr., Clayton Tune, Bijan Robinson. 3 a.m. Ooh, yes it does. Jordan Travis, numbered 47 of 299. For an hour. He is very impossible to hit. Caleb Williams. I've hit 1 blue, I think, in like 10 cases. Hendon Hooker, refractor. Refractors are non-numbered. I don't know why. I was fixing to go back and look. Yeah, I've hit one blue auto of his in 10 or 12 cases, I think. I've hit color of him, but I've only hit one auto. I just get right there. I don't know why that popped up like that for. You hit the prime auto. All right, until that rain settles down, guys, we're gonna do one pack at a time. CJ Stroud refractor. I have to. I don't want to, because like I said, I was in my last break. My lights were flickering, and I was like, all right, we got to hurry this up. Cade Klubnik. So for just a few minutes, guys, just bear with me. No, this is not how I normally break a case. So hope you guys are okay with it. If you're not, I do apologize. But feel free to reach out to Jerkovic and Jerkovic. To his little brother, 89 of 199 blue refractor. Drew Aller base. Tyler Buchner. Yeah, Buchner and Jerkovic is the way we're going to go with that. Tyler Van Dyke refractor. I like Tyler Van Dyke. He had a rough year. I thought he was going to be something special this year, and he wasn't. Tyler Buchner, purple shimmer. Michael Mayer. He said I got 2 base and 1 prime SIGs. Yeah, it's not going well right now. No. Clayton Tune, SOC Tune, base auto. Man, if we hit one, I'll start screaming. I'll throw it down on the table. I'll buy it from the guy just so I can throw it on the table. Just like, wow, like we was playing spades, and I just trumped you on like a 4 of spades. Yeah, you done played the ace of diamonds, and I came right out the pocket with the 4 of spades on you. Yeah, I don't even know what he sold for, but I'll buy the card if you allow me to throw it on the table like that. Just slam it down. Man, hey, that's the thing though. Dude was running for his life. True story, Chris. And that's what we talked. We talked about. I think last one of these cases we did. He was the one that I had the highest hopes on the year. I didn't think that USC. I didn't think Caleb Williams was going to be as good as he was. I didn't. I truly didn't. But he did. You know, that man came out was balling out of his mind. But Tyler Van Dyke, I was like, all right, this dude's finna cut up this year. Nope. Nope, he didn't cut up. He said, no, not this year, guys. I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to be injured a little bit because I'm running for my life every damn play. And I'm a Florida Gators fan. Hate the Miami Hurricanes. Born and raised, you had to hate the Hurricanes. It is, man. And I had to be drafted ahead of. Nah, you're crazy. You're crazy, Sean. Look, I might have to just call you just a wee bit off. You're just a wee bit off there, buddy. Will Levis had the same issue, though. Will Levis was money when he was on the field. You know, I don't know. The football this year, with the transfer portal, like that, and that was another thing we discussed. The transfer portal is making everybody really, really good for no good reason. Like Rudy Poo teams are getting superstars. The loaded teams are getting more superstars. He's man, I don't know. I don't know. You became a well in '89 though. That was the prime years to be either a Gator fan, a Seminole fan, or a Hurricanes fan. I was 7 years old in '89, so yeah, I already know. Yeah, I mean that's a given. In '89, you had Steve Spurrier. I mean, like I was telling these guys, I was on. You know, you cut on the TV on Saturday, and Florida's playing basically like like our family reunion. It's 67-3. There's 8 minutes to go. No, there's 8 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and Danny Warfel is throwing 65-yard bombs down the field. What kid wouldn't like that? Yeah. Yeah, and then they say, well, Coach, why was you doing that? He said, hell, it ain't my job to stop me. You know, because Steve Spurrier had an advisor on, he didn't care. Leave us or forsaken. Leave us or forsaken. And a Van Dyke, yeah, that was, you hit a good box is what you hit, Daryl. Yeah, but Kentucky football's always been terrible. Kentucky basketball's always ran the course. I mean, hell, y'all had Patino. You had Patino, and then went from Patino to, what was it? Hubie, what was that dude's name that had the jacked up hair that won? Didn't he win like one national championship? I want to say he beat UMass that year, but I could be wrong. Keyshawn Butte. We're not going to do the upside down cards today, guys. We're just not going to do it. I'm not in the mood for Kaylee Ringo or that. Tubby Smith, Denzel Burke, Purple Shimmer, Riley Brown, Refractor, Spencer Sanders, Upside Down SP, Stetson Bennett, Upside Down SP with an Anthony Richardson. We got a Trenton Simpson, Orange Shimmer, number 4/25. Pat Garwoo. They're not actually SPs, guys. I know they're just the regular cards. They're just turned upside down. Somebody's like, hold on, man. I've been looking at the checklist. There ain't no SPs for that. There are no upside down SPs in this product. I've looked. Will Rogers Refractor. Jermaine Burton. We got a John Emery Aqua. 118/299. The Devery Henderson catch. Mark Stoops got y'all looking good. Well, man, y'all got Calipari. You've had Patino. You had Tubby Smith. I mean, y'all didn't have to have a coach in basketball for 40 years. I'm 40 years old. I think I've had 3 coaches in my entire life in basketball. And you had Ashley Judd back in the day. So, I mean, that right there counted for something. I'm not talking about new Ashley. I'm not talking about this year Ashley Judd. I'm talking about like old Ashley Judd. Xavier Worthy, Will Levis, Invicta. We got an orange Jermaine Burton refractor auto, 15/25. That is one of them Roll Tide roll guys. Bo Nix refractor. I love the warpness of some of these cards. Tyler Van Dyke, Invicta. Then we're going back to back. Jamar Gibbs, base. He said we forgot about yeah. Dude, I loved old college basketball. Chris Webber, when Michigan, you had Michigan and Kentucky, you had Marcus Camby with UMass, Allen Iverson with Georgetown, and then Billy Donovan goes to Florida, brings in everybody and their mama's cousin, Al Horford, Joakim Noah, and they ran the show for what, 4 years in a row. Bruce Pearl gets suspended when Tennessee's on the up and up, and I hate Tennessee Vols, but Bruce Pearl was a hell of a coach, but yet all of his guys, he got fired and suspended because he took his kids to a barbecue, which was, to me, was ridiculous. But hey, college football, Florida State, Bobby Bowden gets fired because of Jimbo. Well, doesn't get fired, gets retired. Yeah, gets retired because of Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher, Houdini's Florida State, goes to Texas A&M, Florida State fires a man who should have retired on his own. He wanted to coach up until the day he died. You should have let him, because without Bobby Bowden, Florida State doesn't exist. The Miami Hurricanes are old. Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Ken Dorsey. Wasn't Ken Dorsey like 73 years old at the time? No, that was Chris Winkie with Florida State. Michael Vick and Virginia Tech. Dude, we had it all. We had the best. The people who were anywhere between 35 and 45 years old got to watch the best sports ever. From basketball to baseball to football, none of us messed with soccer. Let's just be honest. If you did, you had a higher tax bracket when you were a child because we didn't have soccer where we lived. But yeah, we got to live through the greatest sports times of ever. You talking about, okay, so was that the one that got beat by Tennessee and T. Martin? But didn't McGahee, wasn't that the year McGahee blew his knee out? Man, you had Ed Reed. Man, there's so many crazy stars that came out of these colleges. Ken Dorsey over there looking like a pimp the whole year, didn't care. Just out there doing his thing. He was the original Joe Burrow before Joe Burrow. Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis. Who you hand the ball to? Yeah, I mean, who you hand the ball to? Yeah, who gets the ball in that equation? Andre Johnson. The Florida Gators had Tim Tebow, Aaron Hernandez, Tyler Van Dyke, Invicta. He says, really? What you mean, James? I just had to ask. What do you mean, really? Akeem Dent. Whose fan are you? What team are you a fan of, sir? Akeem Dent. I promise I won't make fun of him. Will Shipley, unless you say Ohio State. If you say Ohio State, I'm gonna toast you. That's like saying you're a Notre Dame fan. Will Shipley. Yeah, you see, we ain't named no Ohio State team and or Notre Dame team, right? Or Michigan, because they didn't matter. They still don't. Yeah, they still don't. They're like the Derek Jeter of football, college football. Overrated. No, I'm just kidding. Before he dropped 54 on the Knicks. That's what I'm saying. We had the greatest childhood ever when it come to sports, man. Andrew Anthony, refractor. Tyler Buchner. Clayton Tune, refractor auto, 287 of 499. Yeah, we got to watch Jordan. I mean, we got to see Jordan go from just a kid from North Carolina to the most amazing player ever. And right after him comes LeBron James. I don't consider Kobe a GOAT because I didn't really care for Kobe. Raiders and Tar Heels. Ooh. Now we can go basketball, James. Ooh. Yeah, are you anywhere remotely close to 40? Junior Colson, 82 of 299. But see, North Carolina did have the greatest defensive player of all time, which was Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor went through North Carolina. Michael Jordan. I mean, dude, you had Vince Carter. Everybody. Rasheed Wallace. You're 63 also. You remember it all. Cade McNamara. 148 of 399 purple. You remember it all. You got to see every bit of Dean Smith. Dude, Dean Smith was there for 106 years. Akeem Dent refractor and a Caleb Williams. Yeah, you got to see it all. I mean, how many head coaches has their basketball program had in the last 40 years? 4? Yeah, he said the Raiders. Now the Raiders, there ain't much I can say good about the Raiders. They just, you had Bo, you had Tim Brown, Plunkett, Rich Gannon before he broke his neck. he said the whole ACC. Yeah. The North Carolina Tar Heels had four head coaches since 1963. Yeah. It doesn't get much better than that. Now the Raiders had, let's go Ronnie Lott. We gotta go Howie Long. Plunkett. Hmm. Tim Brown. Already said Tim Brown. Jerry at the tail end. Jerry was still cutting up for him. He lived outside of Wake Forest. I live like well we at I lived for 18 years. I lived 10 minutes away from Vanderbilt. Now I'm like 20 minutes if there ain't no traffic. If there is any kind of traffic, it's like an hour and 20 minutes. Jamarcus Russell. Now, Jamarcus Russell was where the contracts for the rookies got absolute asinine. Jake LaMonca. Steelers for you. Well, you had the Steelers, so I mean, you can't. And Sean, you had Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin. So you went from Neil O'Donnell to Cordell Stewart to what was the one that they raced to the hospital? I'm trying to think. Who was it? Who was it that they raced to the hospital? Tommy Maddox. Yep, Tommy Maddox. They raced Tommy Maddox to the hospital, and it was if you could beat him, you got tickets to a Titans game. So, I mean, you went Neil O'Donnell, Cordell Stewart, Tommy Maddox, and then Big Ben for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, again, that's like me as a Packers fan. I had Brett Favre, a couple of in-betweens that was just kind of thrown in there when he was hurt for a game or two. And I had Aaron Rodgers. My entire life, I think I've literally watched Green Bay put 5 different quarterbacks on the field, and 3 of them only played one game. Matt Flynn, Hasselbeck. Yeah, you had Hasselbeck. We want the ball. We're gonna win. No, you're not. When him and Big Heavy went to Seattle, he said my dad had Bradshaw. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. And the same coach. And you got the same coaches. That doesn't happen. So me and Colin O'Neill had a conversation on the phone. Sorry about that. In between my last break and this break, and we were talking about all the greats. All right. So do you remember Emmitt Smith as a Cowboy, or do you remember Emmitt Smith as a Arizona Cardinal? Will Rogers. I only remember Emmitt as a Cowboy. That's old T. Jimp right there, 22. 101 or 199. He's not on the checklist as T. Jimp. We got Trenton Simpson, Lava Auto. So Ken Griffey Jr., we don't remember him as a Chicago White Sox. We remember him as a Seattle Mariner. Dallas Turner, Purple Shimmer. Jerry Rice. We don't remember Jerry as a Seahawk or a Bronco. Jordan Battle, Refractor. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson. We don't remember Allen Iverson as a Detroit Piston. Ryan Halitsky, that's RH3. The Cowboys and the Niners was the greatest thing ever. You know, but I'll still say it to this day. You could have had me running behind that offensive line. Marvin Mims, a refractor. Emmitt Smith was supposed to be great, you know, just because of who he ran behind. I loved it when Ken Norton went to the 49ers and started smoking the Dallas Cowboys. Now, me as a football fan, I absolutely despise the Dallas Cowboys. They have not been relevant since I think the 80s, early 90s with the how about the Cowboys? I couldn't stand Jimmy Johnson. Still can't stand him. Don't like him at all. But Dallas Turner, 32 out of 50. The Buffalo Bills, man, they just couldn't do it. They had Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and Jim Kelly, and they just could not, for the life of them, beat the damn Cowboys for nothing. Nothing in this world. Xavier Hutchinson, Blue Lava, 33 of 199. Early 2000s was the best rivalry in football, yes, because at that time neither one of them had a quarterback, and it was all defense, and people died in them games, Sean. Barry Sanders was the greatest running back of all time. I'll fight you on it. Like, the greatest running back of all time, hands down, no questions asked, Barry. Barry Sanders would have played for the Dallas Cowboys. He'd had 1.2 million yards rushed. Jordan Addison, and they probably would have won 6 more Super Bowls. He said we won three. Okay, so it was the 90s. Okay, I couldn't remember because I was trying to add numbers up because Franco never got to watch him win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Troy Aikman over there right now, knitting. I mean, he done been hit so many times his hands is like this. It's terrible. They couldn't protect Troy, but boy, they give Emmett a damn lane to run through that you could drive a school bus through. Michael Irvin, Daryl Johnson. I mean, you had Moose, you had Daryl Johnson. I mean, you had them all. Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman. You had a whole entire offensive line that combined weight was 7,000 pounds. They literally, when they went to the line of scrimmage, they went from sideline to sideline, and all of them run a 4.4. Yeah, and they all ran a 4.4, and they bench pressed 900 pounds. Man, we could have ran behind that offensive line. But yeah, Detroit got Barry Sanders could. He played with Scott Mitchell and Rodney Peete. Emmett ain't never do that. Yeah, you had Scott Mitchell and Rodney Peete in Detroit. Your number one receiver. Who was the receiver at that time? I'm trying to think because he wasn't very good either. Man, it was like both of them, Ed Reed and Paul Malou. They was trying to outkill each other, Sean. Man, them dudes killed more pitiful little receivers than anybody in the game. They could have played back in the Herman Moore. There you go. Herman Moore was who I was thinking of. Yeah, you got Rodney Peete and Scott Mitchell, Herman Moore, and Barry Sanders. Yeah, yeah. E.R. Reed, because when he hit you, you had to go to the emergency room. Yeah, you had snot bubbles when he hit you. Yeah. You go across anywhere remote, and they lurking, like they want you to catch the ball so they can kill you. Curtis Blades, Brian Blades. I said Curtis Blades. I'm overthinking UFC. Man, them teams was horrible. That damn Detroit Lions team. Barry run for 391 yards, get 6 touchdowns. They get beat by 10. And you knew what he was going to do. He was going to shimmy shake everybody to death. Johnny Morton. Yes, I remember Johnny Morton. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Emmett never even attempted to play behind that. Never played with that. He went to Arizona at the very tail end of his career and kind of played with that. But I still think the Arizona team that Emmett played on was better than any Detroit team that Barry played on. And then they retired Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders didn't want to be in Detroit no more. You couldn't blame him. He watching all these teams, man, just run buck wild. And now you go to college football. I mean, we go from the NFL to college, and you got Nick Saban. Nick Saban's like the Superman of college. I don't know what happens. I don't know what this dude, what he does. I don't know if he sold his soul. What happened? Will Anderson Gold Refractor Auto 11 of 50. That's a nice hit. That's a number 3 pick. That was them Houston Texans pick. Nolan Smith Purple Shimmer. Noah Sewell. He wanted to be able to walk as an old man. We got a pink mini diamond, 40 of 150, J.J. McCarthy. Nah, dude, like I said, I love sports. I love the back in the day sports a lot more than today's sports, but I still enjoy them. Spencer Sanders. The program when they was in there juicing. Who was it that was juicing? Wasn't it one of the Bosworths? The dude that was crazy. No, it wasn't a Bosworth. He just crazy face looking dude. He in there juicing, pumping iron, comes out looking like a skeleton, like he been in at the he looked like he done been in one of them the Nightmare Before Christmas movies. Yeah, that was a great movie. Had James Caan as the head coach. Raymond Davis Gold Refractor Auto 26 of 50, who is no longer with Vanderbilt. Caleb Williams. Yeah, James Caan was the head coach of that team. Keely Ringo Refractor. Green Shimmer Dorian Thompson Robinson 42 of 99. played at Oklahoma State. They did. Jalen Carter, refractor. Dylan Gabriel, Invicta. 2 gold refractor autos in that box. I don't consider that a bad box at all. Yeah, and we also got the movie with Nick Nolte, Shaq, Penny, and I want to say Kevin Love, but it wasn't Kevin Love. He just looked like Kevin Love. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I gotta move these cards because I don't have a whole lot of room today. And y'all know some of these like to be warped anyway, so it's fun to stack when you're looking at warped cards. So it's fun to put them in a box. All I do is put them in a box, and then I take like 4 or 5 packs of top loaders and push them together. That way they don't go anywhere. Yeah, blue chips. Yeah, I can't remember who the big country kid was. Yeah, you had Shaq, Penny, and some other dude who I don't know if he ever played basketball after that or not. There we go. That's why the Magic got Penny, yeah, because they seen that they could play together. Oh. Yeah, the program at one time was my favorite movie, and then Bubba, the big old defensive end or linebacker, got his knee shredded. The quarterback looked like Chris Winkie in that movie. He looked like he was 52 already. Shaq told him go get him. He said Shaq said go get him, man. They listened to Shaq. Penny and Grant Hill were the greatest athletes. I feel like the greatest athletes that got injured, besides Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson would have went. I don't know what he would have ever done in baseball and football as a running back because we didn't get him for that long. I mean, Bo wasn't in the league for a long time because his damned old hip. But man, we've had some just terrible injuries to great athletes. So who wins it all this year in college football? Anybody says anything other than Alabama, they lie. I don't really and truly don't think Old Saban gonna let a national championship slide by back-to-back years. The Hall of Fame in baseball. Yeah. Well, Hall of Fame in baseball, Bud Selig in Major League Baseball told them guys to do whatever it took to get fans in the stands and then turn their back on them. So I struggle with Major League Baseball's Hall of Fame decisions. Did I like the fact that they were juicing? No. But when 90% of the damn league's doing the same thing, it's hard for me to. I mean, you got Roger Clemens out there throwing 102 mile an hour, look like he's 295 pounds and a linebacker. You got Barry Bonds doing the Sanders is. Bo Jackson would have been a bad man had his career kept going. Barry Sanders, hands down. You'll never see another one like him. I don't think we'll ever get to see another one anywhere remotely close to Barry. And I truly think when Derrick Henry leaves the NFL, and I'm not a Titans fan, when Derrick Henry leaves the NFL, you're not going to see another one like him either. They had to. That's what I'm saying. Bud Selig and Major League Baseball turned their back. Told them, man, do whatever you got to do to get people in the stands. And then turn their back on them. 2 sports all-stars, like primetime. Your unbiased opinion is LSU. That is 100% biased opinion. Shoot. I hope Brian Kelly never wins another game. The Expos were deadly that year. and then the strike came, and then the Expos were just after that they basically went away. Yeah, I hope Brian Kelly at LSU don't win another damn game. Brian Kelly, just because he coached at Notre Dame, you got that overratedness down there in LSU now. John Emery, Purple Shimmer, Facts and Logic. Yeah, my Facts and Logic is he's overrated because he was at Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame's the only team that can be ranked in the top 10 and not have one player on their whole entire team. Dontavion Wicks, 364 out of 399. They ain't got one player on the whole team. Everybody done transferred from Notre Dame. They rank number 6 in the upcoming schedule. Yeah, and they got 3 primetime games that are going to be forfeits. To his little brother one more time, Jackson Dart Invicta. Yeah. Look, I'm in here with a college football break. I'm here talking trash about half these people's teams. It's like, I'll never break with him. Notre Dame's great. You remember that one time Joe Montana played for him? That one time, guys. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Lou Holtz. I love Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz, man. Lou Holtz was a better announcer than he ever was football coach. Yeah, that don't even play no more. Randy Johnson on the Expos. Hey, and Randy Johnson had a Marlboro pack of cigarettes in one of his era rookie cards, Irish. Hendon Hooker. Yeah, man, Will Levis Refractor. I am a Notre Dame hater. I dislike them. Andrell Anthony, 179 or 199. Yeah, Rudy was the best player they ever had, other than Montana. I met that little guy too. I met him in Chicago a few years back. He was a nice guy. Eric Gilbert, Jaron Hall, Invicta. Will Levis. That is numbered 17 of 99. Here is the best rookie in the entire draft, guys. Will Levis. Guess what? He got signed by the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill's going to play this year. Levis is going to take over next year. And it's on like Donkey Kong. Rest is history. He will be the best pick in the draft quarterback-wise. So you man, it's the truth. Lou Holtz had you rolling. He was way better commentator. He'd be over fired up too. Ryan Holinsky, number RH3 again. We're gonna call that I Black Auto. Mediocre. He was mediocre at best. Nah, I can't. Man, there's a few teams I don't like. Notre Dame happens to be one of them. Ohio State is the other one. The Ohio State University. Because every team that they've ever produced since 1978 is the greatest team on the face of the planet, and they always fall short, minus the Maurice Claret years. Yeah, Lou Holtz was a good man. I can't talk about Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz be on there spitting at you and everything else when he talk. He just be tearing it up, having a good time. Yeah, I can't repeat what you said, Chris. I normally would if we'd have been just a Facebook break. This would be an eBay break. I can't do it. So Chris says, I needed that card, guys. Woo. That's what he says. He said, woo. Spin, Caleb. Yeah, Alabama like a word. I don't know if I would. They still got fans anymore? Do people still go to their games? Or is it just like the first 2 weeks of the year? He does got that list, man. We all know he's got that list. Yeah, he got that list, man. But he would get fired up too, dude. That's how you know you know how much heart that man's got for football. When you are watching TV on a high definition television, you see the spit shooting across the screen. That man I may not like Notre Dame. That man has more knowledge for college football than all of us combined. The knowledge that man carries is something that was just ridiculous. But boy, he get fired up. You start seeing them sprinkles all over everything. You're like, boy, Lou fired up. You real about this one? And then he went to South Carolina. Go hear him speak. He probably gets fired up about that, don't he? He said, "I'm gonna be mad." Look, Colin been getting suspended and muted for hours for just talking in the chat. Pre-game before the natty. No, I did not. I did not, sir. What Kirby Smart say before the national championship game? Was he fired up too? But look, you talking about the TCU game? That should have never happened, ever. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. Lou Holtz is a good guy. I think he's a great man. That TCU man, that game should have never, ever happened, ever. If that don't show the playoff committee, that some teams just don't belong in the damn playoffs, whatever their record is, I don't know what does. Because they just took your best. The one that you said was the best team the second best team in the nation, blah, 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 and they got 79 points put on them in 4.5 minutes. Man, 4.5 minutes, dude, they was smoked. It was 72-2 with 4 minutes left, 4 minutes out of the first quarter. Walker Howard, that TCU game, Eli Ricks, yellow, 52 of 75. I cut the game off. I love football, couldn't watch it to save my life. Couldn't do it. I seen that guys, man, this is terrible. They knew better than this. Aiden O'Connell upside down. We're gonna do this one more time. I see. Zach Evans, Will Anderson, and Victor. I was like, They got us out there. Anthony Richardson, base auto. There you go. So I'm glad he didn't put the AR-15 on it, but I appreciate him. We definitely got flagged for that card. Man, everybody knew I think TCU knew what the end result was going to be. But the playoff people, I think they're like Hall of Fame ballot guys. I don't think they really know what the hell they're doing either. Because my thing is like this. Like me and William Perkins and Colin O'Neill have all had this discussion many times. Why are there any rankings whatsoever before week 7? So, and I'll hit you with what I'm talking about real quick. So back in the day, Virginia Tech always used to be a top 5 team. That Will Rogers card is destroyed. Virginia Tech used to be a top 5 team. The first 2 weeks of the year, they'd lose one of the first 2 games because they had to play Miami. Normally they played Miami right out of the gate, always get beat. So now they're top 5. Now they got 1 loss. Now they dropped to 12. All right, so now they win 2 games and they're back to 7. Then they lose another game and they're back to 14. How are they 14? 102 of 399. Raymond Davis, Malachi Moore. I hate the rankings before the first 7 weeks. Because you're going to use that one win against Virginia Tech, who finishes in the 78th spot, but you beat them when they were ranked number 2 in the nation. Raleek Brown, Lava, that is 81 of 199. Jabari Smart and Mason Smith. Why do teams start with a rank? That's what I've always wondered, Irish. Why do they start with a rank? Why are they even ranked before you can figure out who's the good teams? Because that has happened. Well, this team got this bowl game because they beat Virginia Tech. Well, Virginia Tech is 5-6 right now, but they were number 2 in the nation when Oregon beat them by 81 points. And stop allowing all these good teams to play these Rudy Poo teams. Alabama should not be playing Texas El Paso Community College. Alabama should have to play. I think here's what I think you should do. The top 10 teams should have to play each other the following year. The top 15's they just flip. So it's basically like a bloodbath. So you win a national championship this year. I don't know what color that is. I guess that's a gold lava. Okay, well. You win the national championship this year. Congratulations. Your next 10 games are against the 2-10 guys. Yeah. Good luck. I think football will be way more exciting because you all got to admit Look, you're a Kentucky basketball fan, Chris, but you don't want to watch Kentucky play Tulane. You know the score is going to be 117-34. So, I mean, you kind of know this. Yeah, I want to see the best games on the TV. Man, you don't think it's fixed? Okay. The coaches may not know it, but the referees damn sure do. I thought we had champagne swirls on the bottom right there for a minute, guys, but I'd seen lavas. I think it goes on in all sports too. I mean, you got the Alabama baseball coach getting suspended for putting for gambling against his team and pulling his starter at the time against LSU. Dude, it's like that money's twisting people's minds up. Yeah, like it's twisting people's minds all up. But Pete Rose ain't in the Hall of Fame because he bet against it. He bet on his team to win. He said, "I need you to stop playing around. Hit me an auto serve. Done." He said, "The Raiders are in Vegas. You rest your case. So is Oakland. Uh, so is the Oakland Athletics." So my question for the Oakland Athletics: their payroll sucked before. Now the owner gets a new stadium, makes his team more valuable, and he's still gonna put the same piss poor product on the field that he has already. They're being investigated. Yeah, I mean, dude, money changes, but this NIL deals, dude, is crazy. The money that these kids, like Caitlin Clark, the Iowa chick that was just in the national championship, they said she made over $4 million this year. Nick Singleton, from all the different deals, Stetson Bennett refractor, which hey, kudos to her, but $4 million. Dontavion Wicks, purple refractor, number 317 of 399. I mean, how much money did Spencer Rattler get paid to not produce in Oklahoma? Pat Garwu. I will say though, 2 weeks in a row, Spencer Rattler looked like a beast. Knocked off Tennessee, which that's all I needed to see. Dorian Thompson Robinson, 34.99. Because when they beat Tennessee, I was over singing the hell out of Rocky Top album. Yeah. Rocky Top, you'll always be mediocre to me. Good old Rocky Top. Getting thumped because they're Tennessee. Yep, I hated them. Yeah, y'all know where I stand on the Tennessee Vols. There you go. I made my own Rocky Top song up. Yeah. Yep. Tennessee Vols. They ain't been a Tennessee Vol fan for the last 5 years. All of a sudden, there's a 1.2 million of them here in Tennessee. Yep, there's 1.2 million of them. And as a Florida Gator fan, man, you already know how I feel about them. Look, I tell them Tim Tebow, play that band on them. Jordan Addison, Big Kahuna. Man, Tim Tebow played that band on them. I sit over here smiling from ear to ear. Anthony Richardson, refractor. Bryce Young. My favorite football player in the world is Peyton Manning. I hate that he went to Tennessee. Dorian Thompson Robinson, base auto. That's the third auto for Mr. Thompson Robinson. Yeah, I named my son after Peyton Manning and can't stand Tennessee. Henry Tua. We got C.J. Stroud. Ches Malusi, Gold Lava, 12 out of 50. I ain't got that on my ringtone. I wouldn't. Look, if that was the only ringtone that there was, I wouldn't have a damn phone. How about that? If that was the only ringtone in the world was Rocky Top, I would not have a cell phone. Oh, that's Top's quality, Sean. That's all that is. Yeah, I wouldn't carry a phone if that was the only ringtone that was out there. I just walk around busting people's phones. That's all I would do. No, like I said, I've lived in Tennessee my whole life. I'm literally 15 minutes north of Nashville. So growing up, it was all you ever seen was Vol fans, and then they quietly went away after they started to suck. You know, you didn't see Vol fans. Then they become Alabama fans. Well, then Alabama kind of just kind of Then Tennessee wins what 3 games this year, and the damn shirts and jackets started showing back up. But Tennessee fans they only show up when they're in bowl contention. I do know some lifelong Tennessee fans though. They're not bad people. They're really not. Yeah, I got orange pajamas. That's because the Florida Gators pimping. Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with the Vols. Nah, I like ragging people on their teams because I'll take it. Hey, the Florida Gators have been pitiful. Oh, dude, Opryland was back in the day when we was kids. We going to get the stamp on this hand, go in, walk in. Somebody would pay for it, get the stamp. We walk back outside and they put it on the other person's hand like that, and we just be able to get in. This is when we were kids though. So it'd be like 5 or 6 of us, and we'd all pay to get one person in, and then the rest of us would sneak in, ride the hangman all day long. That's all we rode, hangman. And that one stupid roller coaster was inside. I think it was Chaos or something like that. The Wabash Cannonball, yeah. I ain't mess with them water rides, though, because that water, man, you mess around and get athlete's feet and pink eye. No, because you done had everybody nastiness all sitting in them little things, and the water's been in there with them. No, 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 no. We wasn't leaving there with pink eye or athlete's foot. Can't do it. No, he wants a blue. He wants a blue heeler shoe. He's already told his mama he wants a blue. He wants his first puppy to be a blue dog. So the only ones out there I know is a blue heeler because they got blue in them. James, this is the way that I break, man. I enjoy, like I told the guys that come in here that's been coming in, they'll tell you I'm not a breaker, I'm a conversator. I sit over here and conversate with you the whole time I'm live. Yes, I want to pull you good cards, but I know that with there being 100 players on this checklist, 92 of you guys are not going to do good. So I sit over here and I try to enjoy myself, while we're all over here clowning and goofing off. And I hope I hadn't offended anybody. If I have, I do apologize. It was not in my demeanor to offend you. But I know how today's society is, and people do get offended from time to time. So I want to just step out and say, hey, I apologize. Yeah, James, haven't hit auto? Contact Jerkovic and Jerkovic. You might be entitled to some compensation. Did the breaker make fun of your football team as well? Mm. Did the breaker make fun of your favorite team as well? You're definitely entitled to some compensation. Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Sean, you're terrible, dude. We are horrible for that. Eli Ricks. I'm gonna get dude to sign me a baseball. Yeah, I know he plays football. Domani Jackson, I'm gonna get him to sign me a baseball that says Jerkovic and Jerkovic, entitled to compensation. Mason Smith Green, 62 of 99. That dude gonna hit me right in the jaw. He gonna no, no, no. I'm not signing that like that. I play football. I'm like, it's okay, man. Are you entitled? Yeah. Have you been into a break lately where you didn't hit something? Mitchell Tinsley for Refractor, you may be entitled to compensation. Stetson Bennett, call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Luke Altmaier, base auto. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that dude, I don't think he would like me if I was to meet him in person. I don't know why. I would be very respectful. Like, man, I hope you have a great career in your law firm, whatever you do. There he is. Look, boom. There he is, Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Luke Altmaier, Refractor. Stupid upside down boxes. Zach Calzada, Gold Shimmer, 45 of 50. All these SPs they're putting in it. Man, I'm going to have to count all the SPs, see how many we hit this time. Yeah, good old field. I could just see him chasing like ambulances. Tyler Buchner. Yeah, Bijan Robinson. Yeah, he's an ambulance chaser. Nathaniel Dale. That's old T Dale. It's 257 out of 499 refractor auto. He's getting people paid right now. That's what he's doing. Hey, I hear the rain. All right, we're going to break this next box a little bit different. We have to go back to slowing it down just a little. Real estate lawyer. You're not happy with the way the will was wrote. Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. We'll get you yours. Yeah. Yeah. Did Betty put her fence on your property? Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Yeah, he said commercial real estate. Oh, so now we're changing. We're going to commercial real estate. You don't want to know if did Betty build her fence on your property? Call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. Nope. Nope. All right, I gotta get some penny sleeves. 1 second. Look, everybody outside right now looking at their property line, making sure anybody build no fence on their property line right now. They better not have built that on my property. Slip and fall. Yeah, slip and fall. Call field. Jerkovic and Jerkovic. We was in here for a good solid 30, 45 minutes at night just clowning over that guy. And he's liable to be a great football player. We don't know. But we had to find out if what he studied and everything. That night was a fantastic night. Like, we were literally looking to see what he was majoring in and everything. That loves taking corporations to the woodshed. Yeah, I love taking. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna get them for millions. We did that night. It was all of us too. There was like 10 people in here that night was just clowning on this dude's name, and everybody said what his law offices were. Jerkovic was born with an 815 credit score. Yeah, we were clowning on him. We definitely did clown on him that night. I said that man was born with an 815 credit score. And then we got in here one night, was talking about northern people and their silly casseroles. I'm going to figure it out. I'll figure it out between now and the time I get everything packaged up and shipped out today. And I'll let you know, Sean. Rain's coming down. Because I was even live and I was like, this dude's the other side of the law firm. I hope it's rain, not hail. Is that hail or rain? Nico Marichal, Purple Shimmer. Bryce Young, Refractor. Upside down, Van Dyke, Will Anderson. Raymond Davis, 278 out of 399. Yeah, has FanDuel taken everything? Yeah, because you bet I'll call Jerkovic and Jerkovic. We'll get the points just right. Isaac Rex, Refractor. Phil Jerkovic, Invicta. Nico Marshall green refractor auto, 86 out of 99. Yeah, it's pouring down rain out there. But it said we weren't supposed to get but just a little rain after all that wind. Jackson Dart refractor. Will Levis. Hendon Hooker lava, 33 of 100. He says, I can hear it. Yeah. Jaleel Billingsley. Anthony Richardson. Card's got, looks like a little surface. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Dylan Gabriel base auto. All right, that last ball. He's like, burn it. Burn it. I can't burn it. That's money. That might be. Who drafted him? Did he get drafted at all? I can't even remember. I know Levis went to the Titans. You don't even think you hit a refractor? Did you hit a Drew Aller refractor? I don't know. We'll know here in about 12 minutes. Yeah, where did Hendon go? All right, last box. Box spin, finger pistols, all that good junk. The Lions. He did go to the Lions, didn't he, Shu? He did go to Detroit because that was actually good. That was a good place for him to go. They got a hell of an offense. Well, they got rid of Jamal Williams, and Swift. Then Swift went to Philly, and then they drafted. Who the hell did they draft? I'm drawing a blank. They didn't get. Hendon Hooker went to the Lions, so they went and got Gibbs as well. Hooker and Gibbs went to the Lions. But why did they get rid of Swift and Jamal Williams? Who's their running back now? He said, dude, did UK pay for him? Yes. This is a player break. This is player break. Player. So Gibbs is their running back now? They got rid of all their running backs for Gibbs? What? Swift is hurting too small, but he'll be perfect in Philadelphia. Because when you got A.J. Brown on one side and that killer on the other side, they went and got David Montgomery. I was surprised. Everybody said, he said, there's only one dude on it. Yeah, Will Levis. Everybody was saying before the draft that the Titans were going to trade Derrick Henry. I thought Derrick Henry, if he goes on the market, Buffalo and or Kansas City has to go after him, right? They have to give up, the first or third or whatever, because they're not going to get a whole lot out of him because he's on the decline as well. He's like, I'm not going to say he's anything like Ezekiel Elliott. Let me rephrase that. But Buffalo has to go after him if he's on the trade market. Buffalo needs that man that can take some of that beating off of Josh Allen. You think Gibbs does start? Let's see. Any champagne swirls? I don't see any. No AR. Yeah, you got an Anthony Richardson autograph in this case. There has been a Richardson auto. But I didn't see him sign it the way that I figured he would have. J.J. McCarthy, purple shimmer, non-numbered. Jordan Travis, refractor. Ty Simpson, blue refractor, non-auto, 33 out of 199. Ben Urisic, refractor. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Ches Malusi, lava, refractor auto, 140 of 199. Again, guys, I got a 2-case Bowman's Best player break that ends tonight that will break tomorrow. I know some of you guys may or may not dabble into the Bowman's Best world, but I do have 2 cases, a 2-case player break ending tonight on eBay. Brendan Armstrong, refractor. It will break, I want to say, 2 o'clock tomorrow. I think that's the only break I've got scheduled for tomorrow. Aqua Lava, Aqua Shimmer, Aqua Wave. 202 of 299, Brendan Armstrong. If you don't buy any players, you can still feel free to come in here and hang out tomorrow from 2 to about 3:30. Man, what I've seen with it, it's been really, really, really good, and there's been a lot of cases in comparison. Israel Ibn Kanda, lava auto. Some nice auto to end on. I need to look. I got 2 more cases of it, so probably next week, Chris. Yeah, I had to look on my shelf real quick. I think I got 2 more cases of it left. Mr. Perkins, Shoe Diddley, you are more than welcome, buddy. I'm glad you come here and hung out with us today. We will do a hit recap real fast, guys. Trying to sell out of your half on Facebook. Yeah, the best, man, like I said, I've seen good and bad. I've seen some really, really, really bad. I've seen cases dude didn't even have $30 cards that was a case hit. But I've also seen some good ones as well. I think it came out, I don't, like with this right here, you get tons of color and stuff. With that, you're not getting as much color as you do in the chrome. Hit recap, guys. Nolan Smith, Drew Aller, refractor. There is a Drew Aller refractor. Dallas Turner, gold. Xavier Hutchinson, blue. Trenton Simpson, lava auto. Dallas Turner, Ryan Helinski, auto. Junior Colson. Cade McNamara, Clayton Tune, refractor auto. Akeem Dent, base auto. Will Shipley, Jermaine Burton, orange refractor auto. Bo Nix, Jamar Gibbs, Will Rogers, Denzel Burt, Trenton Simpson, orange shimmer. John Emery, C.J. Stroud, Tua's little brother. Tyler Van Dyke, refractor. Clayton Tune, base auto. Tyler Buchner, Jordan Travis. Walker Howard, lava auto. Joey Porter, Hendon Hooker, Dontavion Wicks, Cade McNamara, Dorian Thompson Robinson, yellow refractor auto. Dorian Thompson Robinson, refractor. Zach Evans, Dylan Gabriel, Israel. We had a blue Israel. Lava auto, Israel Albakande. Ibani Kanda. Ches Malusi, lava. J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Travis, Ty Simpson, Brendan Armstrong, Dylan Gabriel, Nico Marichal, green refractor auto. Nico Marichal. Bryce Young, refractor. Raymond Davis, Hendon Hooker, Jackson Dart, Nathaniel Dell, refractor auto. Luke Altmaier, Eli Ricks, Mason Smith, Zach Calzada, gold shimmer. Ches Malusi, gold lava. Big Kahuna, Jordan Addison. Anthony Richardson, refractor. Dorian Thompson Robinson, base auto. Dorian Thompson Robinson, green shimmer. Nick Singleton, Stetson Bennett, Dontavion Wicks, Raymond Davis, Raleek Brown, lava auto. Josh Downs, Eli Ricks, yellow. Anthony Richardson, base auto. Ryan Helinski, auto. Will Levis, refractor. Andrell Anthony, blue. Will Levis, insert out of 99, auto. John Emery, Dontavion Wicks, Raymond Davis, gold. Dorian Thompson Robinson, J.J. McCarthy, and a Will Anderson, gold refractor auto. Guys, have a good afternoon. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, I've got a break in the night on eBay that will break tomorrow at 2. Be safe, guys. Thank you all, and I'll see you guys later.